What's up, everyone? Vince Ingenito here. I am sitting with my friend Tom Lee, creative director at Team Ninja. Tom, how you doing?
Good, Vince. Good to see you again, as always.
Always good to see you. You've brought a special treat for me here today. I'm playing Dead or Alive 5 Last Round. This is the this will literally be the last round for Dead or Alive. Isn't that right, Tom?
That's correct. Hence the title Last Round. This will be the final iteration of DOA 5. It's our bookend. It's really the signature title to end it, and giving the fans a lot more content that the series have offered throughout the years.
Awesome. So first thing to note for anyone who who's unsure or like nervous, don't worry. This is the same awesome Dead or Alive that you already like and know and love. So it's not like this is this is still based on the triangle system.
For sure.
That's kind of like the signature thing with Dead or Alive. It strikes, holds, and throws. And basically the idea of the system is that no matter what, there's always something you can do about pretty much every move that an opponent's going to throw at you. So there's no such thing as really spamming and getting beat by the same thing over and over again in Dead or Alive. You always have a chance. There's always, as long as you make a good read, you always have something you can do, which is one of the reasons why I love it so much and why I gave it such a favorable review when I originally did it back when it came out, as I'm getting completely decimated by the computer while trying to talk and play at the same time. Oh, the joys of doing that. So fine. So we know it's the same great game. One thing we do know though is that it's going to look, being on current gen systems for the first time, it's going to look a lot better than it's ever looked before, because it's going to be running in full 1080p 1080p 60 frames a second. Folks at home, if you're watching right now, just keep in mind what we're capturing right now is actually 720p. Just the kind of technical limitations of the area we're in right now. We weren't able to get it at 1080p 60 free, folks. Sorry, but yeah, this will be running in full glorious 1080p 60 frames per second on PS4 and Xbox One. Now, the thing you really care about though is going to be the content, and that's what you get when you get Last Round that you might not have already. So break down for me, Tom, a little bit like what people are going to get value-wise out of this out of this package.
Sure, absolutely. So, when we released DOA 5 back 2 years ago, it was already a pretty robust package, and we really gave it an overhaul from DOA 4. And throughout the years, we've put out at least 2 other iterations of DOA 5 with DOA 5 Plus as well as DOA 5 Ultimate.
Right.
And there's been new characters, new stages, a ton of new costumes that have come along the way. And so DOA 5 Last Round basically offers you all of that in one package. There's, I think, almost 400 costumes in this package. All the characters that have been released so far up to this point, including 2 new characters, 2 new stages. Obviously, it's brought to you in current gen systems with the graphical powers that it has never been shown before, and at a value price point at $39.99 for current gen and $29.99 for last gen. And for those of you guys who've been buying tons of DLC over the years or worried about their content, don't worry. All of that is being transferred and is all transferable to DOA 5 Last Round.
Oh, beautiful. Now, what if, so you're saying even if I own, like, say, the PS3 version, if I want to get the PS4 version of Last Round, I'll be okay?
Absolutely. It'll all transfer
that's great.
over.
So, and what about how does Core Fighters, how does Dead or Alive Core Fighters fit into all this?
Core Fighters, we introduced Core Fighters back when DOA 5 Ultimate came out, and that's our free-to-play program. And to most of our surprise, it's become a huge success. I think at this point to date, we have had over 1 million subscribers to Core Fighters. So having said that, we definitely plan on continuing with Core Fighters for Last Round as well. I believe it starts you off with the 4 core sort of characters in the game. Hayabusa, Kasumi, I believe it's Ayane and Hayate.
Yeah, the ninjas.
The ninjas.
The star ninjas.
Yeah. So it's a great gateway into this franchise and for people to check out. And yeah, we'll be continuing that program for sure.
Awesome. So Are the costumes that are offered, are these going to be new costumes as well as the already existing ones, or is this just a collection of all the ones?
It's a collection of everything plus new.
Oh, plus new ones. So
and
like,
there will even be more new costumes after the release.
oh wow! Is that going to
So-
be and those will be paid though?
Yeah,
You'll
paid
have to-
DLC.
Paid DLC.
Yes.
But certainly, like even just looking at the character select screen, I was like stunned by how many costumes there were. Like some characters had over 30 costumes. I'm like, how would I even pick this? But fortunately, there's a random select costume option, which I think is pretty snazzy. But
Yeah,
it's
and not only is there a wealth of costumes, there's more customization features as well. So when you're picking characters and costumes, you'll also be able to, customize their hair, whether they wear glasses or not, and things of that nature.
cool. And you can also I saw pick the sidestep style right there on the character select screen, which
It shows up right there on your character select screen. Yes.
which is really nice. And of course, last but not least, you mentioned a couple new stages. This is one of them that we're on right now, Crimson.
Yes.
So
it's our brand new stage.
yeah.
I
Tell me a
think.
little bit about this stage.
Yeah, Crimson is set in a sort of a Asian city. It's very urban. We wanted to sort of show off, and this is kind of the showcase of DOA 5 and what really our vision was for this title. So, ton of interactive points in the game. It's multi-tiered. There's a cliffhanger moment. As you can see,
Yeah.
she was dropped to the floor. The lighting changes, the atmosphere changes. Players are acquiring a ton of debris. They're sweating. It's a really sort of a dynamic and sort of cinematic experiences as we set out to produce for DOA 5.
And can you tell me anything about the other new stage?
Yeah, that is, I think a lot of our fans would be familiar. We're bringing back Danger Zone from
Nice.
DOA 2.
Beautiful.
Obviously, it's been bumped up, updated, and re-envisioned, but a lot of the same things that you loved about Danger Zone is all there. So I can't wait for you to check it out, Vince.
Yeah, no, I want to take a look at it too, and I'm sure people at home are dying to see it as well. But that's just about all the time we have for right now. But thanks so much for dropping by, Tom, to show off
absolutely.
Dead or Alive 5 last round for me. Again, that'll be available when?
It's coming out February 17th, 2015. And again, just to reiterate, current gen systems will be $39.99. Last gen systems $29.99.
Beautiful. I'm certainly looking forward to it. I'm sure there's Dead or Alive 5 fans at home looking forward to it. Thanks so much for coming by and joining me, Tom. And for more on Dead or Alive 5 last round and all your fighting game and video game needs, keep it locked right here to IGN.